Shalom. All praise to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Another day to do the work, wake up the elect, feed the elect, and to further the kingdom of heaven, which belongs to the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans throughout this planet. Alright? So let's get started. Shalom. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. I'm here to wake up these people on the sign, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the biblical 12 tribes of Israel. Alright? And through the spirit of the Most High, He's giving back the knowledge of self and the knowledge of ourselves. And today just pretty much is just roundabout scriptures, not too many specifics, but we'll see where the spirit goes. I have a basis of a plan, but I don't know if it'll work. This is 2 Maccabees 7, verse 22. And it says, I cannot tell how ye came into my womb. And to get a gist on the story, this is the mother that was talking to her sons that were Antiochus was putting to death, okay? Because they wanted them to eat pork, all right? Let me see here. I'll start at verse 20. This is 2 Maccabees 7, verse 20. And it says, but the mother was marvelous above all and worthy of honorable memory. For when she saw her 7 sons slain within the space of one day, she bare it with a good courage, because of the hope that she had in the Lord. And it says, yea, she exhorted every one of them in her own language, filled with courage, spirit, and stir up. That's why I said not all of our women are wicked, okay? Especially nowadays, we don't have these type of women, okay? Because our women have fallen right along with us. But back in the day, we did have somewhat righteous women. All right? Somewhat. And it says, ye have exhorted every one of them in her own language, filled with courageous spirits, courageous spirits, and stirring up her womanish thoughts with a manly stomach. She said unto them, I cannot tell how ye came into my womb, for I neither gave you breath nor life. Neither was I that formed the members of every one of you. All right, so that's how you know when they say that, oh, women try to say that, oh, I birthed you into this world. Right here, this knowledge of how men come to part was known back then. All right, the Most High is who forms in the womb. The Most High is who take care of your children when they're forming in that ovaries, okay? He's the one that lets it happen, all right? And it says, but doubtless the creator of the world who formed the generations of man and found out the beginning of all things will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again, all right? This is twofold because this is talking about, she's telling her sons, all right, that don't fear what's happening to you. The Most High is going to take care of you, okay? And it explains that. And it says, found out from the beginning of all things, will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again. So right here, this is showing you reincarnation. This is just another one of many reincarnation verses. So the mother is telling her sons, hold up your strength. That's pretty much what the Most High is telling the elect through the men of the Lord to hold up their strength. Hold up that courage in the Most High as you've held on in the beginning of this. When you came in this truth, hold on to that same courage and that faith that you have. That's why cats like Yashawan, they lose that. They've lost track of that. They've lost the sight of the goals that they came in this truth for. Okay? And that's the fight to the end. And it says, this is verse 23. But doubtless the creator of the world who formed you in who formed the generation of man and found out in the beginning of all things will also of his own mercy give you breath and life again, as ye now regard not your own selves for the law's sake. And that's exactly what the men of the Most High out here doing, the elect. The men that he raised up to go out here in the 4 corners of the planet and push forth this truth. All right, in the highways and hedges, all right, the cuts and the crevices of the streets. It says, regard not yourselves for the law's sake. Now Antiochus, thinking himself despised, and suspecting it to be a reproachful speech, whilst the youngest was yet alive, did not only exhort him by words, but also did not assured him with an oath that he would make him both a rich and a happy man if he would turn from the laws of his father. And that's what a lot of these guys that's coming out of the woodwork again are doing. They gave up the laws of our fathers, especially when the Most High gave it back to us. All right, and that's to the people that came into this truth, like Yashawan, Comfy, Bubble-Eyed, all these men that came into the truth for the fullness of it. They gave up that for riches. They gave up the words and the laws of the Most High for vain glory, for money. And this is an example of it. And it says, exhort him by words, but also assured him with oaths that he would make him both rich and a happy man if he would turn from the laws of his father, and that also he would take him for his friend and trust him with affairs. All right, so that's the same thing. Illuminati, they come to these men and tell them the same thing that Antiochus was telling them, that I'll make you a happy man, I'll make you a rich man, to give up the laws. That's what the most important thing is. So how you gonna say, Yashawan, that the laws are done away with? How you gonna say that when these men were these boys were giving their lives for it? And it says, with affairs, but when the young man would in no case hearken unto him, the king called his mother and exhorted her that she would console the young man to save his life. And when he had exhorted her with many words, she promised him that she would counsel her son. But she bowed herself towards him, laughing the cruel tyrant to scorn, spake in his country's language on this manner: O my son, have pity upon me that bare thee 9 months in my womb, and gave thee suck 3 years, and nourished thee, and brought thee up unto this age, and endured the troubles of education. I beseech you, my son, look upon the heavens and the earth, and all that is therein, and consider that the Most High made them of things that were not. All right, so that's how you say this stuff came from nothing. We came from nothing. Okay, and so why would it look like to displace the Most High's laws and take the Most High power's laws and put them to the side for just riches, which he made all those things, which he brought forth all these things from him? And it says, education. I beseech thee, my son, look upon the heavens and the earth and all things that are therein, and consider that the Most High made them of things that were not. And so what mankind made likewise. Fear not this tormentor, but being worthy of thy brethren, okay, take thy death. All right, so that's what's going to come in these last days. All right, some of us are going to be put to death. All right, some of us are going to be put to death because these heathens are going to come down with great wrath, especially the people that don't want to listen to the law, statutes, and commandments and wave their hands at it. They're going to be caught up in that punishment of the Most High and the Son. Just like that movie theater shooting. That movie theater shooting was a part of the Most High's punishment. All right? And it says, fear not this tormentor, but being worthy of thy brethren, take thy death, that I may receive thee again in mercy with thy brethren. So what is she saying there? She's saying, take your death, which this Roman, okay, is about to give to you, and I'll receive you again, because they were strongly believing in reincarnation. Okay, especially if you're righteous. If you die a righteous death, the Most High, of course, the spirit never dies. So of course he's going to reestablish that soul down here again. All right. So listen what this mother says, and it says, "Fear not this tormentor, but being worthy of thy brethren, take thy death, that I may receive thee in mercy with thy brethren." While she was yet speaking these words, the young man said, Whom wait ye for? All right, and this is what this child said. This youngster said to Antiochus.